Urine for a real treat. In this video, we will be covering the kidneys. First, we will go over some of the additional structures. The red tube is the abdominal aorta, and the blue tube is the inferior vena cava. The red tube that is branching off of the abdominal aorta, going into the kidney, is the renal artery. This supplies blood to the kidney. The blue tube that is exiting the kidney is the renal vein. This drains blood from the kidney into the inferior vena cava. The outer portion of the kidney is referred to as the cortex. Moving medially, we have the medulla. The renal cortex extends into the medulla, which are known as renal columns. The renal medulla is composed of triangle-shaped structures called renal pyramids. The apex of the renal pyramid is the renal papilla. The renal papilla points to the minor calyx. Minor calyces converge to form a major calyx. Major calyces converge to form the renal pelvis. We then flow from the renal pelvis to the ureter. Ureters are tubes that carry urine made by the kidneys to the urinary bladder. That covers the kidneys. We will be covering the kidney model. The outer portion of the kidney is referred to as the cortex. The renal cortex extends into the medulla in structures known as renal columns. Moving medially, we have the renal medulla. The renal medulla is composed of several renal pyramids. The apex of the renal pyramid is the renal papilla. The renal papilla points to the minor calyx. The minor calyces converge to form a major calyx. Major calyces converge to form the renal pelvis. We then flow from the renal pelvis to the ureter. Ureters are tubes that carry urine made by the kidneys to the urinary bladder.